Hello and welcome everybody back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Kebablord here, and we are continuing with Season 2 of our Anno 1800 Let's Play. And in the last episode we had a little surprise with getting to know Brother Hilarious being as super strong for producing rum. We are now producing 49 rum, which is enough to supply all our population classes with it, and that is just superior. And yeah, in this episode we are continuing with the story.
Time to rummage in the old
And
sea.
let's see where it leads us. In the meantime, we are continuing with our research for all the different sets. I'm currently doing all these sets of the
Success at sea
museum.
is not easily won.
But of course the zoo and the
No
others are still
captain
coming.
could ask for more.
So, after weeks of trials and tribulations, the expedition comes home safe. You finally have your hands on the prosperity contract. Now there's a chance of clearing your father's name, and in doing so, preventing the outbreak of war between Isabel Samento and the Queen.
To beat the Pyrphorians at their own game.
Well done, eldest. You have served both Isabel and the Empire greatly.
Isabel Sarmento, Her Royal Highness the Queen requires you to give up your iniquitous seizure of prosperity, an island which by no means...
Oh, do stop, Archie. Is this tiny fleet all I have to sink to get my island back?
Maybe nothing need be sunk at all, Majesty.
Who are you to speak up without permission?
This is one of the good children I mentioned. A little forward, but surprisingly helpful so far.
Regard here, Your Majesty. The prosperity contract and our father's diary. The signatures do not match. And now, compare with a freight document by our Uncle Edvard. Do you see? He forged the signature in order to impersonate father.
So, Edvard is the traitor? I certainly never authorized that silly Billy to act on my behalf. I declare the contract null and void.
Then we too were betrayed. We will leave prosperity immediately, Your Majesty.
Then, I suppose we'll not be sinking any ships today. Not even as a deterrent?
Terribly sorry, Your Majesty, but I fear not.
Oh, terribly sorry, we are not going to kill
In that
people.
case, I hereby declare prosperity returned to the good children to compensate the dead father, thereby ensuring Miss Sarmento and co. are safe from this Pyrphorian nuisance.
They are more than a nuisance, and they will never accept this. You must be careful.
We hear you, Isabel. But first we return to Bright Sands and confront Uncle Edvard. His wicked masquerade is over.
I am sorry you had to go through all this just to have justice.
For the first time in my life, I know freedom.
I sense you have news?
Edvard was the cause of all our grief. To see his face when he discovers we know.
Edvard is behind this? He's pathetic. Whatever the punishment, the damage to Edvard is already done.
Chapter 4. The torch passes.
Edvard is as good as dead to me.
Edvard, I told you he was rotten as a fig.
We confront Edvard this instant. I have so very many words for him.
And where do I have a contract? Dear game?
In the headlines for all the right reasons.
Okay, there it is. Nice, but first we are still doing the quest for our little friend here in Embessa, and yeah, that little with a queen. I hate her so much. Like seriously, she's such an obnoxious little creature.
Steady her course.
Oh, we are not able to sink any ships today.
Halyard sheets and braces.
Yeah, not caring about the lives and the people. Yeah, and she's someone I am supposed to root for.
Frigate first class.
This is seriously, they created a character I feel no sympathy for at all.
You can rely on us. New orders, Admiral.
So I don't know what the writers of the story of this game were thinking.
Stations.
But yeah, in this case I would have actually gone for war, just in order to remove the queen.
We put our hopes in the right place.
Finally, we have possession of that curiosity.
Good, and I can now go for Whitetooth. I'm a bit afraid that our ship might not make it in time. And we already have increased speed for it. Or, oh no, no, it's quick enough, yep. That should work, especially since it's coming from the northwest, so we just have to make it sail down here. Yeah, that will work. I'm really looking forward to have oil everywhere and to have researched all items. That way I can then also later reorganize this industry here again.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Battle cruiser ready. Hand it over, misfit.
A
Battle
tiny
deck
something
to
to keep you
attention.
going.
Are you sure that's everything? Very well. Churning water, Admiral.
So by now he likes us a bit more.
not enough to call it extortion.
I somehow get the feeling that this building here is wrongly rotated. Just a theory, though. So, and you can now go back to the old world. You as well. And then we will send over the contract to Uncle Edvard. Who, and that is a typical topic, if he would have just been nice, then his plan would have never failed.
Finally, we have possession of that curiosity.
So, time to develop a Brom Diamond. This is now the time we can invest into researching machines again.
Industrial or civic technology. One must always live beyond one's means. How else are we to know the quaint from the quaintrell?
Affects all mountain mines, again, plus additional productivity. Affects all production buildings. Negative 40% workforce needed. So again, that all works together in a way. Affects clay pits, saltpeter works, sand mines, limestone quarry and oil wells. Productivity plus 40%. So that should probably also allow us to increase our oil production. So hard that we won't even need more stuff. Okay, workforce needed negative 20%. There's so much to use. Really looking forward to that. That will be fun. So, and when will the V Discovery also arrive? Let's take a look at the world map to see where it is. Apparently it should in theory already be there.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Yep, it is. Nice.
Commerce and industry can haul good and sons back from the grave.
Yeah, such a nice paving here. And that is an altered piece from the museum. Just with a blue instead of a red roof. Oh, those have been stretched. Not cool, dear level designers, not cool. Again, when you do recycling, do it in a clever way.
Finally, we have possession of that curiosity. Good. You'll hear when
Fleet moving in convoy.
So, Bente did not even reach the 3rd population class yet.
Fleet embarking.
Are you just going to stand by?
What do you do here at the family crypt, Edvard? Do you vaunt your betrayal?
What are you talking about, child? Only words between brothers, that's all.
Liar! You are the picture of regret.
From the moment I saw you, I knew it meant trouble.
Enough! It was you who sold prosperity for the Pyrphorians. You forged Father's signature. You sentenced him to death. But now, the sentence is on you, Uncle.
I knew this would happen. I was just saying to your father, I'll never come up to him. Not even having sacrificed it all. He never understood the pain of my life in his shadow.
You don't understand pain. Real pain.
I can't be scared. No more than I am already. The Pyrphorians are pure evil. I thought I had control of this frightful arrangement, but when they murdered Samuel, I realized a day would come that they came for me, too. The day they purge this decaying empire with fire and flame.
But another tiresome prophet of doom, Archie. How dreary.
Lo and behold, Her Majesty. Finally, I become worthy of her notice.
Well, momentarily at least. Mr. Edvard Good, you are to be placed under house arrest in Bright Sands until the time of your trial.
Yes. Guilty as charged.
And your guilt shall long outlive you, Uncle. Look what you've done to our family.
There will be punishment. But Edvard has suffered from the day Samuel died.
As savior in the new world, Her Majesty agrees that you should host this prestigious trial.
Once built, your court of justice shall inaugurate a new era of peace and prosperity.
Forget me. My race is run. A true devil is loose. It must be vanquished.
I will indulge not one of the 1,000 apologies I presume he has ready.
Okay, no production is there. Ah, there just needs to be loaded. Let's see what kind of materials the court needs.
Prepare for a reckoning. Edvard was never the true enemy.
May I express my gratitude for your sterling work preserving peace on the continent?
Okay, so apparently we have to prepare for war. Good thing it doesn't cause that much influence yet.
Production has stopped.
Yeah, because it takes an eternity to collect from over there. Maybe that is a bit quicker, hmm? All food productions, productivity plus 30%. Yeah, now you're progressing a bit faster.
You won't find any loose ends here.
Finally!
Never look a gift, donkey.
Capital.
So, I guess we are pretty soon done with the Court of Justice. Would be funny if the last stage actually needs some engineers.
Has leave to express itself.
How about a cup of coffee?
I don't need any coffee. I'm allergic to it, by the way. Because if you would need engineers for that, then we are officially screwed. But yeah, with the amount of farmer workforce, worker workforce and so on that we are having, we should in theory be able to expand our city quite a bit. I will probably also need quite a bit of coffee production up here.
Done.
It's also a question if I would want to get that from the old world.
One final look.
From the new world, I mean.
Timing, as always.
I think we have built up enough trust with Isabel to rely on her as a witness.
Of course, I will be a witness. I am sorry you had to go through all this. Just...
That now looks an awfully lot
Want
like
to
the
forge
fundamentals of a
something new.
bank.
Break away from the old. We cannot thank you enough for preventing this war. Let me help you. I know I can make a difference. Attention for the Admiral!
An explosion in one of your factories.
Not really surprising.
Here's something even you can handle. Desperate to make something of yourself, I see. Battle path set.
I see, so many quests are still open. I see, when I zoom out, not even the birds are visible. This visual settings. Well, I'm really looking forward to the day when my PC has been repaired. I can crank everything to maximum again.
Finally, we have possession of that curiosity.
Fleet ready?
Will you be my cannon fodder or not?
So that escort mission should be over quite quickly. In the meantime, how's the Court of Justice doing? Oh, nearly done.
Are we to invest in maritime, industrial, or civic?
Affects all production buildings. Workforce needed, negative 40%.
So, you've managed to muddle...
Fleet awaiting orders.
I'll put you back on dry land.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
Yay, we got a former pirate. Really, is that all? Disappointing.
I'm glad. At least it's not any busier.
So our next set after the Bronze Age is going to be Skull and Bones.
Done.
Is the Court of Justice finished yet? Not quite. I don't normally attend.
The Queen certainly speaks her mind.
Yeah, I hate her. At least the court will soon be built. And so we can have a Skull and Bones.
Finally, we have possession of that curiosity.
The epidemic spreads across your city.
Affects all production buildings. Workforce needed, negative 50%. I wonder how many items I'm still getting out there for the trade unions. Pretty sure there are still a few to come.
The epidemic left buildings abandoned.
Battle cruiser ready. Battle deck to attention.
But I'm also pretty sure that the campaign is close to an end. At least I don't see where this is going. I mean, my prediction is now we are going to finish the court. During the trial, the Pyrphorians will attack, we will repel them. Edvard will then be spoken guilty, and I will inherit Bright Sands. Without even having the possibility of, well, supplying the investors. Not even having oil on this island, leading to us not even having electricity for the investors, the entire island will die. But it will have raised our population count so that we have more influence available, which will make it easier in the future, but still Bright Sands will be gone. At least that is what I assume.
If your father had only let me in, we could have built this together.
Done.
Court of Justice. Magnificent.
I hardly dare interrupt the miraculous transformation of your island, but Her Majesty is rather keen to get on with things.
Did Archie tell you I planned to visit? I hope there's a convenient mooring for my flagship. I don't like long walks.
Her Majesty has been ever so much looking forward to seeing her new Court of Justice. I hope you'll be ready.
Treat me as you would any other guest. Where are all the witnesses?
Your Majesty, Isabel Sarmento, at your service. I hope, as witness, I can prove the Pyrphorians were behind this deal, not us.
This is tremendous exposure.
A modern queen must show she is able to dispense mercy. The man must be given a fair hearing.
Battle cruiser ready.
And where's the defendant?
Gather your things, Edvard, for your trial.
No, child. It's too late. Judgment has already come.
Look! Devils from below breathing fire and flame!
Edvard Good, are you ready to be reunited with your brother?
I am.
Of course you are. The heat will peel your sins from your flesh like cloth. Acolytes, purge the place.
Yes, Grandmaster! Gladly!
If only Father were here, he'd have known what to do.
No, please don't be afraid. It's time to let go. My ship has sailed.
No! Samuel will forgive you on the other side, Edvard.
Pathetic. But then surely Samuel awaits you too. The whole good family can be reunited in the everlasting. We squeezed the life from your father's lungs, peeled your uncle's skin. You must be curious as to what we plan for you.
We are not afraid of cowards hiding behind masks.
A new world order is at stake. The Empire already shaking to its foundations, and the good family helpless to prevent it. We first eradicate the offspring, and then eradicate the Queen.
What is that tinselled marionette talking about, Archie? We are safe here, aren't we?
As safe as the situation allows, Highness.
Their fleet is formidable. I count many ships.
No, you are awfully right, old chum. I beseech you, we must protect Her Majesty at any cost.
The Pyrphorians have seized Bright Sands. They enchain it to their foul cause.
Oh well.
Good and sons, favorites of the Royal Council. How I'd enjoyed watching your family's slow and ignoble demise.
Under no circumstances must the Queen's safety be compromised.
Well, I guess that is then something for the next episode, when we are going to sink the enemy fleet.
Our nemesis approaches.
And apparently the enemy is sending in their fleet.
We've got to be agile. Ready? Fight with you, no matter what.
One needs prompt action against such outrage.
Finally, we have possession of that curiosity.
Yeah, I don't think we are going to lose this.
Under attack.
We must avenge Edvard. Father, the only way we can.
It's as kind as we could make it.
And they say Anno has no mercy.
You have my blade. I am ready.
Okay, yeah. In the next episode we are going to sink the enemy fleet. I mean, we can simply outrange them, so that is totally no problem for us. So that is a bit way easier than I initially thought. I mean, the game is not even checking how far we have progressed through the story so far. And this actually leads to us having a very easy time here. We can simply outrange these.
Nothing can stop the turning of the wheel, or meek mice from crushing.
And the destruction of the city here, well, it would feel a bit stronger if they wouldn't have destroyed all the decoration in between. Now it just looks empty. Looks a bit weird. If it would be instead charred hedges and grass, then it would simply look more realistic. But no. Well, it is how it is. As I said, in the next episode we are going to sink the enemy fleet and probably finish the campaign. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If yes, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Would be a great feedback for me, would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, if you have any direct feedback or want to say something or have any questions, then just type it down in the comments. I will make sure to read it all. And of course you can also join our community Discord, for which you will find the invitation link in the video description down below. And yeah, if you want to get notified when the next episode is being uploaded, then just make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and that notifications are activated. And with that, I say goodbye and see you next time in Anno 1800. Bye bye.